Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm super excited to have you all join us for the October edition of our FrontFundr Pitch Perfect event. Before we get into things today, I do want to cover a quick forward-looking information disclosure. So presentation today may contain forward-looking information. There can be no assurance that forward-looking information will prove to be accurate, as actual results in future events could differ materially from those anticipated in such statements. Accordingly, viewers should not place undue reliance on forward-looking information. I'd like to now turn it over to our last company for the session today. We're going to be hearing from Darren from Hempalta. Hempalta is using the natural strength of hemp to create sustainable products. So this is something I wasn't aware that hemp had such a great natural strength. So Darren, I would love to learn more about your story and how you're using hemp.
Great, thanks everybody. My name is Darren. I'm the CEO of Hempalta and also a 20+ year entrepreneur and likewise a 20+ year cannabis enthusiast. Those worlds collided in 2018 with the onset of recreational cannabis, where I was the founder and CEO of a company called Inner Spirit Holdings and Spirit Leaf. And we ended up selling that company last year to Sundial Growers for $131 million. So had a nice exit for all of our seed investors who made a 433% return in just under 4 years. But through that time in the recreational cannabis business and all of my time as as a cannabis enthusiast, I've always wondered why industrial hemp has really not taken off. It's been legal in Canada for over 20 years. And, I've just saw an opportunity as I wanted to jump into my next venture and to really finish out the cannabis supply chain to bring industrial hemp to more people and bring it to more consumer markets. So our mission is really to be at the forefront of the next evolution in ag tech and using the versatility and strength of hemp to help create a more sustainable planet. So the problem and the reason that industrial hemp really hasn't taken off in North America or Canada is a couple of folds. One, there's really been no commercial scale facilities that'll allow this hemp to be properly processed. Really just a slow deployment of hemp-based products. There's a lot of engineers and scientists who've done incredible work, but not a lot of entrepreneurs or consumer awareness. And just an uncertain regulatory environment, which changed in Canada and 20 years ago. But in 2018, the U.S. Farm Bill also changed it to bring hemp to the legal market. So what we're able to do is we're able to apply this advanced agricultural technology. So we purchased this company at the end of 2021 that had developed what's called the hemp train. So we purchased a hemp train and all the rights for Southern Alberta, as well as all the consumer products that the engineering firm had used as proof of concept. So we really got a head start and a leap into the industrial hemp industry, put us ahead kind of 5 years. And we're already processing, operating, and generating revenue by taking what is currently agricultural waste, those large hemp bales like you see on the hemp train, and processing them into 5 different streams and turning it into consumer products. So how it works, we buy the biomass from local farmers. This is an investing summit, so I tell you that we pay about 8 cents a pound landed for this agricultural waste. So it brings a great revenue for farmers, which they didn't have before. We process it through the hemp train, which is what you saw. And then we convert it into a number of different streams: microfiber, hurd, and a clean fiber. And then what we're able to do with those streams is put them into consumer products. Then we sell those products at retail and to our consumers direct, and have really created a very unique hemp offering across North America. To give you an idea of the products that we sell, the marquee product is our food preservation pad. Everybody can relate to the high cost of groceries. This will actually preserve your food your produce for an extra 15 to 30 days by using these hemp fresco pads. We sell a cat litter, animal bedding, where we did a nice partnership with the Calgary Zoo, who's replaced all their pine shavings with hemp bedding for the giraffes. We sell a soil enrichment and a few other key products. just to give you an idea of how unique we are to the market, there are some other industrial hemp processors, but they're very focused on different things, which is okay. A lot on the food side, so people understand the use of hemp for food, like hemp hearts in their smoothies. And there's some other companies doing some innovative stuff, but nobody has really tackled the CPG space, the consumer packaged goods space. And that's what stands Hempalta apart and makes us unique and allows us to achieve the best margins so that we can be profitable and scale our business. Our roadmap. We've already been at it for 9 months. So really been listening to our consumers, adjusting our products, which are now pretty much set. We're going to install an automatic packaging system, which will increase our capacity from 2 bags a minute to up to 40 bags per minute. So we're really able to supply major retailers. We anticipate reaching a single shift production capacity of 50% and a $200,000 monthly revenue in Q2 of 2023. And then we can double our shift capacity by adding another shift. So we hope to do that next year. And then by 2024, we feel that on the same site, we'll be able to add a second hemp train to double even further. We've got some great shareholders, and what I love about FrontFundr is it's really allowed everyday investors to invest alongside some big investors. A noticeable name there is Prairie Merchant and Brett Wilson, who is a longtime Dragon. He's a very great investor, as well as a couple other key investment firms, and we're also supported by Farm Credit Canada. So finally, the investment highlights. We're already operating. We've got a great business. We've got some terrific initial customers with Sobe and Safeways, all the co-ops in Calgary, PV Mart, all 85 stores. So we have about 150 points of retail distribution. We think industrial hemp is the next opportunity in cannabis. So for those who maybe missed the licensed producer opportunity, the retail opportunity, I do believe that industrial hemp has a great runway, and we're excited to be a leader in that space. And yeah, I think we've got a terrific opportunity, and look forward to having more people on as investors and ambassadors for Hempalta, and welcome any questions.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for the great pitch there, Darren. I see we have an attendee right now with their hand up. Just if you do have any questions, please send them through the Q&A chat. That'll be how we're tackling them for today. I did want to start things off. I know Hempalta had a pretty significant product announcement this week. So I'd love for you to share a little bit more about that and tell those tuning in today kind of what that new vertical is going to be.
Yeah, we're very excited. We've had an input for Hempcrete, which is our hemp herd, which is one of the best herds that you can use to make Hempcrete. And we kind of shelved it because we didn't want to deal with the regulatory environment. But just this week, or maybe last week, the US announced a change to their building codes, which will allow Hempcrete to be used in 49 of 50 states. So that's a massive turn of events for us. And so we'll be able to offer our Hempcrete inputs right across North America. And we anticipate hardware stores like Home Depot, Rona, Lowe's, and the likes will be looking to add this to their shelves.
That's fantastic. I know, having a look at kind of your product mix that you have, it certainly is a diverse kind of range of different product types within different sectors. So perhaps you can tell us a little bit more about kind of your product strategy and what you see as the future product development for Hempalta.
Yeah, we spent the last 9 months were really spent doing R&D and listening to consumers, understanding what they want. So I do think that we're pretty fixed and focused now on the products that we've presented here today. So it's really just going to be getting these out to market, educating our consumers, and scaling in a big way. While it's a diverse product mix, it's actually pretty focused and allows us to be in kind of home and garden and the construction industrial industry, which are massive industries, and then as well pet industry. So we've got 2 very significant markets that we're able to focus on, and yeah, and I think we're set to proceed.
That's fantastic. I'd like to ask a little bit more about the hemp train technology that you have as well, and how that really helps to create a competitive advantage for Hempalta.
Yeah, I mean, this is an expensive piece of technology and we own the rights for Southern Alberta, but it's completely transformed the way industrial hemp can be processed. So we're able to use the entire stalk of the plant, get 4 output streams versus traditional decortication only gets 2, which allows us to really maximize our revenues and put industrial hemp into consumer products, which I don't think there's any other technology in the world that can really do this. So yeah, we're excited about it and think it's going to provide a great runway for us.
That's fantastic. I think last question for today, just perhaps a little bit more detail on kind of the size of round that you're doing and how those funds are going to be used to help take the business to the next level.
Yeah, so our run with FrontFundr on the investor side is 500,000 up to a maximum of 1.8 million. The funds will be used to install that automated packaging system by the end of the year, and then just to invest in our sales and marketing and distribution capabilities so that we can grow our retail footprint from hopefully 150 stores to well over 1,500 and scale fast, which those who know me and have followed my career, I like to go and I like to grow fast.
That's fantastic. Well, Darren, thank you so much for the pitch today. It was great learning more about Hempalta and what you do. For anyone with questions, do recommend you check out their campaign page, frontfundr.com/Hempalta. And for anyone who might be new to getting started with an investment on FrontFundr or anything like that, just wanted to cover what that process is a little bit. So if you are ready to get started, feel free to visit frontfundr.com to learn more. You'll find the campaign pages for all of the 5 companies that pitched today within our investment opportunities. You can watch their videos, read their campaign overview, review their pitch deck and offering document. And then, if you have any questions about the investment process at any time, do reach out to our support team at support@frontfundr.com. They're here to help you throughout the entire process with any questions that you might have. And of course, for all of the companies who presented today, if you have questions for them, you can find their contact information directly on their campaign pages. You can give them a call, send them an email, or even arrange a time to ask these businesses questions. So for everyone who tuned in today, thank you so much for attending. To all of our presenters and panelists for today, thank you so much for telling your story and giving your business pitch. Yeah, really, really thrilled to have you all on for another fantastic edition of Pitch Perfect. So thank you all for your time. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your day.